My best tips for thriving in office politics, toxic office politics environments where everything is just really not a great environment to be working in, and a big corporate environment. So I've been in those places and I've learned how to navigate office politics and probably use it to, my advantage. And I tell you, the first thing is when there's lots of layers and structure to get things approved, you've got to be very smart or calculated with how you push that information up through that ladder of communication. So the first thing that I always do is I really love the Japanese corporate culture of nemawashi, which is all about hallways over boardrooms. And when I first started my career, I thought, hallways over boardrooms, that means you have all these conversations. The idea is you have all these conversations in the hallways, and then the boardroom is just kind of a formality meeting. And I thought, what a massive waste of time. It probably is a massive waste of time, but I tell you what's a bigger waste of time: working on a project that never gets greenlit. And so the idea here is that what you want to do with any new project that you're working on is you want to take it through the channels and start to build a coalition. So what you do is, say you've got two people, your direct boss, let's call them the director, and then the managing director above them. What you want to do is firstly have that conversation with the director and get them on board, get all their feedback in, and then present to the managing director. The bad way to do this, and the way I would have thought to begin with, is, you just have the meeting with both of them and get them both on side, and then we can kind of go from there. But that's completely wrong, because if one of them starts to have an inkling of a problem, they'll probably both shut it down, depending on what that meeting's like. So you want to slowly go up the ladder. Always over boardrooms, and never present to two senior people at once. The second thing that you want to do is, there's three types of diplomacy or dealing with office politics. There's upwards diplomacy, which is dealing with your boss. Downwards diplomacy, dealing with your reports. And then sidewards diplomacy, which is, how do you convince people who are on your same level? And this is often what gets completely missed in a corporate environment, is that your success is not so much from your boss or below you, but it's actually the people on the same level as you. They often are the ones that can unlock keys to get you higher up. So a lot of people say, they're my competition. They're 100% not your competition. They're the ones who are actually going to greenlight and help greenlight your projects. So 3 things: nemawashi, which is hallways over boardrooms, 2 conversations instead of never present to 2 senior people at once, and focus on sidewards diplomacy as much as you focus on upwards diplomacy, because that's how you'll succeed in toxic work environments. Hope that helps.